I'm a P-I-M-P, but hoes don't listen. Little food for thought. I'm having fun with these bitches. Couple pills in a bottle, that's all she really getting. And if she bought the business, I'ma add a dub with it. It's not tricking if you got it, so I treat your girl with it. Broke niggas that's always talking, that's why they bitch missing. If your money kinda funny, my nigga, just mind your business. Cause this big dick energy hit a little different. Couldn't miss the way I put up. Don't wanna walk to us. Your girl see me, see her, she about to choose up. If you love a fool for thought, you need to take her home, bruh. My money is that long, security gotta follow us. Big bank take, little bank, don't play with us. Ain't scared to bear the 10 or 4, my swagger dangerous. Security never checks them poles, came in. I'm glad that Puerto Rican bitch don't Keno, he wasn't shit. I know I'm not shit, I'm not gonna lie about that. Yeah, I'm the type that fucking don't call back. Yeah, I'm a dog, you see me chase the
right now, man.
Seen him chase the cat.
Yeah, we finna
That's
go.
their song.
Right.
I was like, include me in there.
Right.
You feel me? Like, I was
Listen,
hearing it was made.
and we
but
definitely
this
on.
was the fellas.
This is Blue Wave Studio. We down here, Blue Wave Studios,
Shout out to
man.
Blue Wave.
And our boy got on all blue. He represents.
Oh,
Blue
he's
Wave.
definitely here.
Stay posted too. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, Scar. Yeah,
Yeah, she's
Scar.
staying posted.
Listen,
Okay, that's what's up. Thank you.
I'm
to all
Salso the
the
Libra
viewers.
for Food for Thought, and Milk. What's your name?
I hear
Milk Marie.
music. I hear music. It's in your ear.
No, that's my thing. Milk Marie.
That's me.
Media left. Right. I don't know what left.
It's whatever he wanted to call it. I ain't
I
got
forgot
time
because
today.
then they had a life.
We ain't got
experience.
time today, literally, so y'all know who
Yeah,
it
we
is.
had a
Milk
life
Marie.
never experience today, man. It was like, what the fuck?
And it's his fault. The razor blade.
Yeah, it
It's
was
the
my
razor
fault.
blade's fault.
You can say what you want to say.
It's because of this right here. We gonna try this.
I'm
Bueno.
so afraid
Bueno.
to try it now.
Cherry?
Goldie, no bueno.
No bueno.
All right?
Cherry.
Be like, fuck all
Terry
y'all.
A. Smith.
No bueno.
Used to play UNLV with Stacey Ogman and Larry Johnson. Them said this is the best candy bar ever. Once you try it,
Hey,
it's over with.
It is. It's the
D-Ray
best-
switched from Payday to this.
Hey, yeah, that's the best candy for sure. But
Oh,
you
so
better
that's not an
be
energy
allergic to
thing
nothing.
type?
It's got creamy nut filling. It's got nut filling. I'm not
Get
gonna
that
eat.
then.
And then listen, we got
I'm
listen.
gonna, if Goldie
Listen.
is like, I'm and
We got our first
in
ever
Goldie's
guest.
name, I'm gonna
This
try.
is our first ever guest, man. He was brave enough to come, man. Just be brave enough to help us out and come visit with us.
He wasn't worried about how Food for Thought would make him look, if it was good, if it was bad.
Not
He
at
just
all.
pulled up for a
He came
real.
up in here and did his thing, and then everybody was scared to come after him.
Yeah, I'm gonna support the movement.
I
Though,
mean, you
at
did set the
all
bar kind
costs.
of high.
You set the bar too high sometimes, man.
Well, sometimes things happen.
Listen, Mike Mosley, the Archangel,
The
man.
Shit
Archangel, man,
happens.
improvement movement, man. You know what I mean?
Improvement movement.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Blue Wave Studio. You know what I mean? That's
You
big
already
bros
know,
right
Cast
there.
Away.
Man.
He got me on the roster, but you know how that go.
Listen,
I
man,
know how
listen.
that go.
Yeah, he got me on the roster, man, but I'm not being utilized.
You don't know how much, man. They was like, man, I'm not going on that. That dude did too good. Listen, I had a man ready to come on here, man. He was supposed to show his shoes off. He $500,000 now, and he was like, man, I watched the first show.
Yeah, he ain't even cut.
He was like, he said, I can't do it. He said,
What is they? You know what I mean? They supposed to support the movement
But they-
regardless.
And so that's how I feel.
Right, support the
The
movement, man.
Archangel. I feel like sometimes it's a little bit more than just fear because you had to face some fears in life, I'm sure. If
Period.
you don't.
Period.
So face this fear and show
Right,
some
let's
love.
do that shit.
Or
Right,
are
I'm
you
just
afraid
saying,
of how you
every
feel
day,
like?
every day.
You know what I mean?
Hey, hold on. He got somebody special with him. Hold man, who's that sitting next to you?
My
Exactly.
wife, Miss Kiviette.
Kiviette.
This is my-
Two V's, two T's.
Yeah, two V's, two T's.
Two V's, two
Yeah,
T's. It's
yeah.
original. It's authentic.
Yes,
Ain't nobody
sir.
else got it. Not that I know of. I ain't seen it.
Ain't
It
gonna
is.
have it.
Man,
Ain't
listen.
gonna have it. Ain't but one.
Man, the man got married.
Great things
You
happen
already
for you
know, man.
sisters here on the show.
Man, for real.
Yeah,
Marriage.
you know, I've been following it.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I've been following, you know what I mean, the Food for Thought and you know what I mean, I like what y'all doing, man.
Oh, yeah, man.
As long as
Thanks. I
we
we
get these
appreciate
people
it.
to support the movement, man.
Oh, yeah, man, listen.
Show up and show out.
I know he's on improvement movement. When I used to see you posing every day, the man had like 1,000 outfits. Listen, is this closet bigger than yours?
I love that.
Is his closet gotta be big? Listen,
What our closet looks
I
like.
never seen him wear the same thing twice.
Because he never does.
I never listen.
That's some real shit though, because you know I can't stand them really,
Listen.
Not if somebody see me like
I
this.
can afford to throw a t-shirt.
It's
away
gonna be a
every
couple
day.
Every-
years before I
every now and
recycle that
again.
I throw a
motherfucker.
t-shirt away damn near every day.
Oh, okay. I can't
That-
do it.
that
I throw a
t-shirt-
t-shirt
that crispy.
almost every day.
So you'd have got a whooping back in the day.
That's that pro club
I'm
movement.
just saying, but that's, you know, I
Yeah,
mean,
I'm just saying, you know.
I ain't gonna even say every day now because I work a lot now, but every day I try to buy a t-shirt.
Right. That's how I am with
Once I
hats.
take a t-shirt off,
You got a million.
That's
That's
how I am with hats.
Oh, my hat say Lakers on.
Yeah,
I'm like that
I
with
say
shoes
New
and
York
clothes.
Yankees.
You Yankees?
Yes, sir.
What that mean? What that stand for?
Crawls under the
The
table.
Yankees, you know, the Yankees come from the north. Just for those that don't know, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The reason why we wear Yankee hats is because the Yankees come from the north.
I know what the
You know
North.
what I mean?
What come from what? Lakers
I
come
thought
from
that
west.
was Far East Coast,
We're in the
New
West.
York Yankees.
No, that's just the New York Yankees. That's just
You're
their
talking
name. But back in the
You're
days,
not
the
getting
Yankees,
it. The North.
they invaded
represent-
from the north. Yeah.
Okay.
But listen, you want to say anything, Miss Kim? Do you have any kids together? Do you have any children?
No kids.
No children at all?
Well, we got kids.
I'm not here dreaming, King.
Hey, listen, we trying to take trips and shit, not take care of kids.
Right.
Because listen, you just throw away shirts.
Oh,
Right.
so them kids that never grow up though.
Oh my God, they
You
just,
always have to take care of the dogs, or
Oh
they.
my God.
Oh no,
Yeah,
I'd
they
Put
rather
them
have
outside
real
and see what they
kids.
do. See if they can survive in the
No,
wild.
and then
Yeah,
somebody
they
steals them.
They can survive in the wild. They shouldn't have got stole. If they didn't want,
Ain't nobody
gonna steal
somebody
it.
must have wanted them more than I wanted
Somebody
if they
stole
stole
my
it from
Nobody
me.
bulldog,
steal
friendly
them,
ass
they too
bulldog. My friendly ass went
Man.
right over there, probably rolled over on my back.
What's the name of the dog?
She did all the time. It
We
was
got
cool.
midnight over there where I'm at. That's a King Corso.
No, you come over there.
King
Oh,
Corso.
yeah, them
boy.
King
Yeah, that's what I
Corsos.
want.
It's two
The King Corso?
That's what I want.
Man, listen.
I had one before, and
Hey,
the neighbor called the
hands
dog
this
pound on me.
big.
They
For
came and
real?
got it, yeah, because he
Yeah,
looked like a
this
Black
big.
Panther.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, them King
he
Corsos
looked
are
like
That's
a
what we
scary.
got.
They,
He's
they,
my-
they
he
got
was-
a video of the dog eating another
Tying a
dog.
dog head. I
They-
mean,
they
listen.
something else.
No, because he got the owner kicked the gate open because another dog was getting at him. Another pit
Yeah.
ran out of his house next door and was trying to get at him, but he kicked his gate open.
Yeah, let that line out.
The dog literally had the whole dog
In the
In
head.
his mouth.
in his mouth like
Yeah.
that.
That's how my Rottweiler do my pit.
Dropped him and
For
let
real?
him go.
Yeah,
Let
my
the other
Rottweiler
dogs
just
eat
put
him
our
up.
whole head on the
They been
pit.
playing,
They be
though.
playing, but she put his
Nah, that
whole.
ain't
It's kind of
playing.
scary. Keno got that damn wolf
Yeah, that
dog
shit
that be
ain't playing
pouncing
right
around.
Yeah,
that
they ain't there. No,
motherfucker.
he
Darn.
trying to snap something.
Oh.
Any
gotta
dog,
go.
you put their head in their mouth. Boy, listen.
Yeah, they be playing.
We ain't playing no more.
You got anything new going on, Mike? What's going on?
Oh,
man,
marriage?
I just, I had an accident, man, a few months ago, so I'm just really trying to get my body back right.
I thought you was playing.
No, for real.
Body
All
back.
right.
Hit him on the motorcycle, left him for dead.
Oh, so we got some money coming.
Yeah, you know how that shit
I'm
goes.
supporting him right now. Listen.
Support the
Yeah,
movement.
that part. So,
Oh my God! So
You didn't see him? Oh man, he was
yeah,
laid
I
up.
had I broke my arm, broke my shoulder, shattered my pelvis, tore my.
And you
ankle,
came back
man.
like this.
And the money.
I'm talking about no surgery. God good, man.
All the time.
No surgery?
No surgery. You know what I mean?
Man.
When I went to my ortho, he was telling me, look, you don't need no surgery. Your body is healing back itself. You know what I mean? So, and that's just from being healthy, and that's from God. You know what I mean?
damn, but left you for dead though. I was stuck in my position for a minute like that though. Damn, he was really
Right.
injured. Like
Yeah,
she
she
ain't
left.
tapped
She
the
left the
back
scene?
tire and know he was good.
But they got
And,
cameras,
you
they
know
had
what I
to-
mean?
man,
She
yeah,
really
some-
fucked him up and left
people,
the scene.
Yeah, the people that was at the light chased her down.
Okay, see, that's
Yeah,
good.
caught up.
Thank you, Good Samaritan.
Yeah, that part.
That's my homeboy Mike.
Yeah, that part.
I'm gonna be in court supporting him. We've got the neck brace on. We gonna have the neck brace. I'm gonna have a neck brace on. I
wasn't
ain't
in
there.
Because I mean, I understand sometimes shit happens and you gotta lead a scene.
Right,
man.
right.
If you,
certain things.
but not no shit. Come on now.
So if you
I'm
hurt
not
somebody-
doing that.
Yeah, she ran the red light and smacked
talking about that.
I got more empathy than that. I can't just hit somebody.
What you
and
say,
pull
D-Ray?
off.
People leaving scenes.
I'm a,
Right?
That's why I say sometimes shit happens and you gotta lead a scene.
Well, sometimes you do got to do what you got to
You
do.
gotta get the fuck.
Right.
But you sometimes need to report it to some. I mean,
Yeah.
I'd
Like,
love to
man,
see to
listen.
call my own insurance.
Yeah,
Like,
listen,
look,
I was
Shit,
what do I do?
Hey,
Just hit somebody.
report it to the shed in the back.
Goddamn. Well, and in my insurance, because I have it, but if I had stayed, y'all worry about the wrong shit, not insurance.
Right?
And I made sure no one was hurt. She was too busy trying to.
Oh, you
Call him one.
just hypothetical. It's hypothetical.
No,
I
I'm
think.
just saying, sometimes you gotta leave, but I would never leave somebody out.
Did you hit Mike?
Knock him off his bike.
Did she want to?
Never.
No, she ain't doing
Okay.
Damn,
okay, she
homies, I
said
never
the
do
lady
that.
person.
Never do that. I have to face that. I have to eat that soup right
Okay, now, y'all,
I couldn't see
parenting.
myself
Do y'all
doing
want to
that.
talk about this parenting thing?
there. It's just so much to get into. I mean, I'm with
But I want to hear a poem though, man. Because I know, listen, because
I
we
mean,
know
but
you
we
can't
got
stay too long
parents in the
because
house.
the man
It's up to
busy.
you guys.
Because we ain't gonna have
Yeah,
enough time to
listen,
get in.
but listen.
We just got on the air. That's crazy.
We can joke and laugh. And
Well,
shoot
we
them.
almost killed our engineer. So
We sorry, go. D-Ray said he's
Let's have a
sorry.
little. Let's have a little empathy.
Hey, no, who almost kills who?
Terry
Hey,
from Smith.
I'm on parole.
Terry from Smith's.
I mean, come on.
Terry from
Okay.
Smith recommended this. I'm gonna
I'm
try
not
it.
trying to kill this little kid.
Listen, this is the first time. Listen. I'm gonna try this on air. It say it's creamy. It's tree nuts, not nut, y'all. It's not nut. It's tree nut, so it's different. And, no. Let me see.
Hey, you allergic to
And that is what?
No, go ahead and eat it.
Bueno.
I wanna see you.
You say you're allergic to.
Listen.
Hey, that
Listen.
motherfucker
You don't want to try one?
I
Nobody?
am going to on my way home. I'm sure I got to stop.
You gonna go get one?
I
You,
am.
hey, listen.
One of them.
I want to try it.
We saved them for you.
I'm kind of a little scared.
But you might
For
I'm
real,
talking
they
about
like
the-
the weed, when
listen.
you see somebody hit some
Listen.
weed, they gonna
Listen.
fall out down till I pass
Okay,
that.
I will buy another one. I promise.
So you probably
Buy
think you gonna buy another
that
one.
motherfucker cost like $4.
Right, I'm about to say they
I ain't wearing it. I ain't
Listen,
wearing
we
it.
thought Terry was tripping because he's a checker at Smith's. He bought a payday. I bought a Reese's, and he said, "I ain't on nothing." This big old tall white dude, tall as hell.
Right.
But he talk,
All
you know, like a
I wanna know
brother.
is whoever make them buenos, y'all need to be giving the motherfucker a sponsorship.
Man,
Fuck
because them
Bueno.
things
But
good.
I'm saying, because he been putting it, he trying to get a sponsorship for sure, ain't
Yeah,
he?
he just-
But they ain't fucking with us, so
Hold on.
back to the
No, this
topic
nigga-
at hand.
Am I living
Hey,
boss?
this
Bueno.
nigga damn near
Fuck
killed the
you.
kid. This nigga damn
See, I
near
say
killed
what
the
they
kid.
scared to say.
Oh,
He usually
Bueno.
say it, but fuck
And then
Bueno.
his lemon boss is just
Yeah, he sure trying to get his one.
Yeah, you feel me? And I drink that shit up, so
Hey,
they
he
ain't
even
fucking
holding it like a model. Look, he holding
Yeah,
it
but
so
I
they can
do to say they ain't fucking with us.
Hey,
Listen,
but,
they
but he
bring
ain't-
those shit be
but he
done.
ain't just say he just tried to kill a little kid.
I'm trying to get your mind off that. I ain't listening.
over Bueno.
That's no bueno.
Man, fuck Bueno at that point.
Listen, no,
Yeah, I said it.
I heard the rappers talking about Voss, so I'm trying to get in on the action. St. Oz, Voss,
St. Ives.
St. Oz.
that's
Did it still got St. Oz?
No.
Did you say St.
That's
Ives?
Yeah.
what he did.
That's for old
It's
school.
just like saying Crazy Horse.
Wild Irish Road. What the fuck?
Thunderbird.
What they-
T-Bird.
Do they still make that?
West Side Story.
Yeah,
Cisco.
that
Fuck
part.
it, you drinking
Man, what
Cisco.
about that wild turkey?
I'm just done.
The goose is quacking.
Mad Dog
They
2020.
said
That
the
part.
goose. Let's just hit this poem, man. We're gonna hit this poem real quick.
I
You
mean,
need a beat or
nothing else?
something?
Anybody
No,
would like to
I'm
get
gonna
on?
give it to y'all like
Okay.
this.
Okay.
Okay, I can
Shit,
tell
he
you.
ready.
Acapella.
All right, here we go like this. It
Start
says,
listening to him.
it says on and on and on. My thoughts, they keep carrying on and on and on. Strong, flowing like the Nile River. I shiver and get the shakes when my thoughts turn to the hearts that break, have been broken, longing and hoping to finally find that closure, tending to the wounds that was left open, which is the only reward obtained from battle, minus victory. Relentlessly stroking, focusing on leaving that chapter of my life behind, barbed wire fences, and the blind decline my senses, intertwined with those that I thought was my own kind, senseless, not making any sense at all, my back pinned against the wall, 'cause I trusted no one. Having to fight damn near to death, not only with my own people, but also with my own demons. Damn near losing my breath, feeling like I was being double teamed. Busting at the seams, most times it seems that if I was unseen, kept my thoughts running on and on and on. Something like a mother who has lost a child. My thoughts ran wild like a raging waterfall, on and on and on. All through the night, crazy sleep evaded me, see. I could never contain my visions, but I can't complain because my decisions was of my own. Now that I'm gone, I choose to no longer blame my upbringing and circumstances. See, my troubled adolescence doubled my aggression. Progressing my thought process to want to do less, not wanting to better my situation, stayed in confrontations, which led to administration segregation, putting limitations on my movement. But for that, I am grateful because it was just 2 chairs in the room, one for me and one for God. We chopped it up super hard, so my thoughts started improving. I was hell-bent on proving that I was far from being a loser. Regardless of having football numbers behind the fence, I was chosen by the chooser to be the one that shake the bondage. Shook, break loose, loosening the noose, embracing and chasing what God created me for. Literally cut loose, which is the opposite of recluse. Not wanting to stop my thoughts from doing what it do, so I continue to keep moving when God says move. Welcome to the new me. See, so now, flowing like the calmness of a beautiful river, my train of thought keep rolling and rolling at full speed. No hesitation nor debating, hating nothing that is put in my path because I know that God goes before me. So guess what? Challenge is what I see. One-on-one, imano, with my faith beside me, I have no fear. Like a waterfall, I go on and on and on, pure in thought. So my behavior is consistently revealing that I am strong-minded and that I won't be blinded by the non-fiction, being the residual of the grind that has been left behind, because I am the head and not the tail. Well, I guess that's why my head is strong enough to know better, to know that my ancestors' was cut from a different fabric. That's why my thought refused to allow the opposition to have it. Not never. I'm too clever to resist. My God just built me like this. So My thoughts going to continue to go on and on.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
He put words, man, metaphorical. Oh my man, listen, that's
man, we need another one. of them.
listen. That's how he found her. That's how he. Listen,
This
that's
is an update again,
went
y'all.
on
Mike
and
Mosley,
on
the
and
Archangel
on.
in the
The
building.
in the
You know what I'm
building.
saying? The first food for
Yeah,
thought
that was
guest.
deep.
ever.
He's
That was
back.
deep
He's
right
got
there,
his
though.
beautiful missus with him.
Listen.
God bless
Yeah,
him.
you
He's
see the
married.
front of her
He's
shirt?
married.
I'm talking about,
He's still
yes,
doing his
I'm
thing.
healthy. You know what I mean? I'm
Listen,
still
All
here.
that. Making
Listen, what I'm
shirts,
saying?
expensive
Listen,
it is.
do you get this a lot? Everybody remember you from the past, right? Do they try to they try to bring it back up? Like, man, he used to be this, he used to be that, he was on this, he was on
Well,
that.
I think that
That makes him more of a welcome testimony.
Yeah, I
Shit.
think-
Just
I
make
think-
you know it's real. Fuck
I
you
think
mean.
that a lot of people don't know this side of me. You think I'm saying? They didn't, because you know where we come from, we never looked past what we seen on the outside.
Yeah, some of
You know
us
what I'm
still
saying?
stuck there.
And
Sucks.
then just maturity, just being able to be blessed with the gift to be able to
Maturity, say that
express.
again.
You know what I mean? It's like a diary. You
Right.
think I'm saying? It's my diary. It's my life. A lot of people write diaries. A lot of people sing songs.
Write
a lot of
raps.
people write raps about it. You know what I mean? I used to rap. You know what I mean? I was signed with major record labels and all that. But my street life clashed with it. You think I'm saying? So I was sent to the penitentiary. So
Right.
I decided to start writing poetry because I think people get a lot more out of spoken words than they do rapping.
Because they listen to the
Because
beat.
they listen to the beats and the hooks, and you know what I mean. Somebody can be really saying something, but they're so stuck on the
Unless
beats. And
you're
the,
really a
you dig
real
what I'm saying?
listener to the
Exactly.
words,
Exactly.
you're not
You
gonna
dig what I'm
get that
saying?
message.
I think older people listen to what they're saying.
Right.
Not to what they're wearing and what they got on their neck and you know what I mean, what kind of cars they drive and you dig what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I think poetry, you know, music come from poetry. You know what I
Right,
mean?
oh, yeah, most definitely.
It's poetry was first.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? Just like the hymns in the Bible is poetry. You know what I'm saying?
So-
Poetry is great for like a date. That's how you got, like he said, that's how you got.
Right.
the
It's,
That's
I
how
can
you go to
express
live
myself.
poetry. You feel
Yeah, I
me?
can
It's
express
dim in
myself
there.
better
Yeah.
and without trying to keep up with the tempo, without you know what I mean. So just being able to you know express myself the way I express myself, it's my life, it's my testimony. So I don't have to keep up with no beat. I have to, you know what I mean. The
You're on
beat,
tempo.
I don't. Yeah, exactly. I make the beat don't make me. You dig
Man,
what
that's
I'm
what I'm
saying?
talking
So
about.
That's how I
I
look
want
at
to see
it.
you try to rhyme something with Kiviet. I want to see that. 2 V's and 2 T's. Listen, that's how they met.
Look, look, look.
What's that?
Yeah, I got it from Kiviet.
Yeah.
The best gift from God that a man could ever get.
Ever get, period.
That's Mike Mosley gift, man. That we can't.
So
I got on
I
my knees
actually
and she
wrote
told
this.
me yes.
I actually wrote this last night.
Okay.
You know, we've been going through some things, you know what I mean? Spirits being tested.
Oh, yeah,
You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
you know
So-
it. When it's the
so-
old season
right,
and blessings
right.
come,
So,
you test it even more.
I actually, you know what I mean, got up early this morning and, you know what I mean, put something together. And it's basically for her, you know what I mean?
Okay.
So it's called, well, I ain't gonna tell you what it's called, but
Uh-oh.
it says, what would it profit to knock it? We should just stop it. It really ain't worth it. Don't insist on being an obstacle, putting yourself in the way of something that could wind up being so great. Lean on your faith and watch what God do. Let him guide you in the right direction, perfecting and projecting what is next to come. Let his will be done, and you will overcome all that may be a hindrance, hindering your forward progress by allowing the minor things to rent space with a lot of weight heavy on your chest. Stay heavy on the press and apply pressure. Be willing to take the measures and calculate your every step. Dot your I's and cross your T's. Take what's left and make it do what it do. Yeah, see, I know she got it. It may not be easy, but be easy. You got to take it easy. But please believe me, at the end of the day, it's going to be well worth it. Never perfect, but perfect in the sense that it's perfect to a sense when it comes down to your well-being. Just keep breathing. If no one has told you lately, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you for not giving up. It's been a little rough, but you stayed down. Loyal to your soil with your crown straight up and down. No frowns, all smiles. Step by step, mile after mile, you kept it pushing. Looking at the brighter side of things with all due respect. I love the way you kept your aggression on progressing. Nothing less short of amazing. Well
Don't
worth
make
it.
me cry.
Don't
She-
you think?
She'll make me cry.
She over there crying,
I'm
man. You
looking
hit
at
it, man.
her
The words
pussy and
hit
I'm
it,
about to
man.
cry, man. I'm like,
Listen, I'm feeling
I
it.
was
I'm
trying
feeling
not
words.
to, but-
You know what I mean?
I
It's
feel the
just,
words. Man,
I
I
can
feel
express myself better.
I'm sorry to interrupt. We like,
I don't got no
sorry,
napkins.
man.
I'm sorry.
like
Listen, she was crying. I was like, man, she feeling it, man. Listen,
for
words.
real, and I'm feeling
Words,
her.
you feel words, man.
Yeah, it's
man,
just,
oh my God.
You know what I mean?
Listen to
It's You know how you can, you know how you can talk to
For real.
somebody.
Well, my lashes and shit gonna start lifting. First my
But-
leg, now my lashes. Kibiyette needed more than I do. Y'all know this shit ain't mine. I mean,
So it's just that, you know what I mean, I can express myself through poetry more than I can just by talking to somebody.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And I know that the time that I spend and the effort that I put into my words, if you feeling it, you feeling it. You know what I mean? If you pay attention to it, you ain't gonna have no choice but to feel it. Because I speak what's real. I speak what's going on. I speak what life has done to me, and I know I'm not the only one. You
I
dig
know,
what I'm
remember how
saying?
we used to
I'm just
express
saying, a lot
ourselves
of
with the
people come
hands.
from the same walk.
Yeah,
You know what I
man.
mean? A lot of people
And
come from the
it
same
does
walk.
feel
So
good to hear that
it's
so much
like,
your man is proud of you.
right, exactly.
They
It's
don't
funny
understand. Women
because
work so hard.
I never thought I would be able to meet a man as his character, like people with his past or whatever. I always look at it as God was creating something better and bigger for his future. So he had to
Boy,
go
listen.
through-
Diamonds is created under pressure, honey. They don't just, they ain't just
Absolutely. And
diamonds.
he was able
Yeah.
to speak to me in different ways that any other person couldn't. Because I come from the hood, I come from the block, I come from fighting, I come
Exactly.
from all of that type of lifestyle. And a lot of times, those kind of men in that relationship don't have that
That
sensitive part of
sensitivity
them
as
in
well as
there.
that heart.
And
Yeah.
with him, not only is he such a tough man and so strong, but he's so intellectual, and he's intimate with his poetry. You know, he doesn't just write to make him feel bigger and better. He writes to touch people's lives.
Yeah.
He
So
keep
a
it
lot
real.
of, it's
I
just
like it
it's
100%.
truly amazing. So for him to call me like his gift or his blessing, he really doesn't understand how much of
much
a
he
gift
is.
and a blessing he is to me.
I'm not finna play with y'all. Y'all cute.
But we also feel like
Y'all
there was
don't be
somebody.
laughing at
we
me
all
out
need
there.
to
Y'all
name.
know I'm just
I
a big
wish I
ass
was somebody's
puss
gift
now.
and blessing.
They got me in here crying with no tissue.
But the shit is
That's beautiful, man. I
It
swear.
is. It's
I ain't
very
got
beauty.
names.
Like,
Blessing her.
Yeah,
That's good.
it's you know what I mean, God has blessed me with a gift, man, and this my gift was caged up for a long time. You know, and I was just waiting. I kept telling myself, well, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, but it's like after so many people kept telling me, just out of the blue, people that didn't even know me, walking up to me, man, you anointed, you da 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 da,
Just
you
see
this,
it,
you that,
feel
you
it.
this, you that, and you know, not making my head big, but it was actually putting my spirit in the right place.
getting you
You
aware.
know what I'm
feel it, be
saying?
like,
Made you
man,
more aware of.
Because you you've been dark for
know
so
how
long.
you
Yeah, it's
possess.
like, you
It's
know
like
what I
you've
mean?
been dark for so long. You know you in that browbeating stage.
Exactly. It's like,
You
you know
like,
what I mean?
man.
I didn't smile a lot. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I didn't smile a lot. It was like because of where we come from, smiling was
Ooh, that was gonna be
It's a
tough
sign of
with
weakness.
that
It's a
parenting
sign of
too.
weakness.
Yeah, you know what
Because
I mean?
that runs deep where
Yeah,
we
it's
come
just
from.
where we
how
come from.
we were
You know what I mean? Where we
raised,
come from,
our
smiling.
nurture environment.
You only smiled in intimate situations. You dig what I'm saying? When
Oh,
around
oh,
your
right, you
partners
hit a
or
lick,
whatever.
you hit a
Right,
lick.
you know what I mean?
Especially
but then
I can't
it was
stand
like
young.
it was like normal to as soon as you go out the neighborhood, your face frown up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's just the way it was.
I see Mike come. I'm going the other way. Listen.
You know what I mean? And
I'm outta
then
there.
my thing was with me, it was like that was just my facial expression because I had nothing to be happy about. It wasn't about that I'm mean mugging you, nigga, what you got on, where you from. It wasn't that, but people took it that way because my face was so used to being like that that's what. You look, wait, hold on, baby, watch out. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
just the way it goes. So
You
now
kinda
that
guard
I'm
your
older,
people.
yeah, now that I'm older, it's like I don't want that to be the first thing an individual sees. You know what I mean? My wife said something the other day that, you know, everything attached to her wins. You dig what I'm saying?
That's right.
And
Your mentality.
I feel like every time I go in the room, bro, it's like the choir starts singing. You know what I mean? It's like, you know what I mean? I brighten up. It's like I
man,
brighten
she
up.
pouring on thick right now. Mike, hold on,
I'm
man.
just on some real shit. You know
Hey,
what I mean?
hey,
I'm just-
hey, guess what he said? Guess what he said?
Just like, you know what I mean?
No,
The
for real.
people feel my vibe, bro. It's like
I do,
have
man, most
I have a
definitely.
good energy, and it's like I want all my people to have good energies. You know what I mean? I'm getting closer to God. I'm still in grooming. You know what I mean? But I'm trying to be a vessel, and I feel like this is a way to bring people closer to God.
Really?
If they look at
Y'all listen to what he said.
yeah, if they look
That's
at
what he
if
said,
they
I
look
said.
at what I've been through, you dig what I'm saying, and where I'm at now, they'll know that he'll do it. You know what I mean? He'll do it.
That's
You know
what
I
I
mean?
like about it.
It's
I
a
didn't know
testimony.
you did,
It's a
Mike,
testimony.
but
Yeah,
like
he
I
did
heard
do
you
it.
guys kind of talk about your past, and I mean where we come from.
Right.
We got a lot of homies
We got, yeah, exactly.
that didn't make it
They
to
didn't
where
make
we
it.
are
I mean, they
right
didn't
now.
make it.
They're
And
here. They're
here,
alive.
but they still
But
lost.
they
you know what I
still
mean?
lost.
So
And
my
it's
thing
sad.
is
It
to be a
sucks.
billboard for for those that, you know what I mean, I'm talking about, I was addicted to
Wait,
crack,
no,
bro. I-
even
I
they, it ain't
smoked
too late
meth.
for them.
You know what I mean, prison 22 years. I was sending myself through it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I don't blame nobody else but me. I was sending myself through it because I was comfortable like that.
Hey,
You know
man,
what I'm saying?
I promise you.
Yeah, and I was comfortable like that. I knew what I had to do living that lifestyle. I knew what was going to keep me living in that lifestyle.
Do you ever
But
feel like going back though? You feel
Not
like
never.
progressing?
Not never, because
Like,
I
do
look
you
at
feel
myself
yourself
now.
slipping ever?
Not never.
Okay.
Not never. And I give thanks to God for that. You know what I mean? Because he's basically, that was a disease. That's a disease. You know what I mean? That's
And
a
it
disease.
feels better sharing with the world on how
Exactly.
you're
And
better now.
to
and,
know
and to
that
try
you
to
can
get
come
yeah.
through it. A lot of
Man.
people don't know that they can get through
They
it.
think it's inevitable.
They think it's over. You know what I mean? A cat said something to me the
Like,
other
got a lot
day.
of people depending on me now.
Not even the cat. My pastor
feel
spoke
good.
on something at church Sunday. He said, you get a lot of 17-year-olds that think that it's over. 17-year-olds.
17.
Bro, I was 12, 13,
Yeah,
thought it was
that's
over.
right.
You know what I mean? When
Should
when
I
they-
feel like that now at times?
Yeah,
and
but
people tell me
yeah,
it's
like it's over,
don't
but
give up, and I'm
you
like, I'm
17 years old,
41.
you
What
think that it's over already? You dig what I'm saying? So that's what I want to reach out to my people and let them know it ain't over until God say it's over. You know what I mean? So long as you wake up and you keep breathing, you
can
got
pray for
action.
it to be over, but if he ain't
You know what I mean?
done
That's my
with you, it
whole
ain't
thing.
over.
You know what I mean? Every morning I wake up, bro, my prayer is just get me closer to God. I just want to get closer to God. You know what I mean? Everything else gonna fall into place. You know what I mean? As long as I wake up in the morning, I got action. As long as I ain't in prison, I got action. You know what I mean? Rather I'm broke, starving. If I wake up in the morning, I got action not to
Yeah,
be broke. I got action not to starve. I got action.
You was
You know what I
giving
mean?
that
But-
24,
mindset,
that breath
Right,
of
that
life.
just, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So my whole thing is to, my main focus, bro, my main focus is to unity. You know what I mean? My main focus
Improvement.
is, you know what I mean, is improvement movement. You know what I mean? It's
I
focusing
love
on
it.
disadvantaged kids, focusing on the homeless, focusing on my other brothers. I am my brother's keeper, whether people believe it or not. You know what I mean? But
Facts.
I am my brother's keeper. If I got socks on and you don't,
Yeah,
you can get one of these. You can get one of these. You know what I
Facts.
mean? And cut it in half and get you some anklets or something. I don't,
We
you
gonna
know
do
what I mean?
something,
But that's
huh?
just how I
Legitimately,
feel.
that happened to me. Not
You know what I
like
mean?
that, but
I
my
just
homegirl
feel
bought
like that.
flip flops when we was out at the club, and I had on J's and socks, and I'm like, "Here, bitch, take my
Yeah,
J's."
that part.
I'm walking
J's,
up stepping
yeah, well,
socks.
sock.
But
That-
she
that'll
broke her
carry us-
flip flop, and she would have been out there barefoot.
Right, that'll carry
So I
us
have
a
shoes
long
and
way
socks.
if we come together
You take the
as a
shoes.
people.
But if everybody
Whichever
thought
one
like
you
that, we
Yeah,
would be
you
in
know
a
what I
better
mean?
place.
Say that.
You feel me? Whichever one you want.
Yeah,
You the
if
shoe,
we
the
come
socks, whatever
together as a
If our
one.
children see us acting that way, then they'll follow
You
suit.
gotta
They gonna
lead
follow
by
suit.
example.
That's what I'm
You
saying.
And my
have to.
thing is this: I'm real big on cats calling themselves OGs. Oh, I'm OG. I'm OG. I'm OG. Okay, but if you're an OG, show me. Reach out to these youngsters.
No, for
show
real.
them something different.
Right.
You know what I mean? We went through it. God blessed us to come
Make
up
it
out
through.
of it. So why not give them the knowledge of that's not what you want to do.
When you know better,
You know what I
you
mean?
do
That's
it.
not what you want to do because they following behind us just like we follow behind our big homies. You
Man.
know what I mean? My whole thing is my big homies they showed me how to go rob and
That's what
shoot
they-
up
that's what
the
they did.
da 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 da. You know what I mean? But I had to teach myself
That you have options.
that it was something different than that. You know what I mean? I had to go to God and ask God to show me that it's something different than that. You know what I mean? So my thing is I feel like I am a vessel to, if each one teach one.
That's what
No,
that's the
exactly.
word. That's the
If
word.
each one teach one, we'll be all right. You know what I mean?
You can
Because
get
you
to
got
at
some
least
youngsters out
one.
there that'll listen to us.
Listen, but it's some of them so they smart. They got like high.
Yeah, they very
intelligence
smart.
levels.
They smarter than us because of all this new technology and all the new things they got going
You
on.
can learn from them youngsters.
Yes,
I'm
but my
telling
whole
you.
thing is
Shit,
they
be
want to see
surprised.
us. It's a lot of them
Lead by
that listen to
example.
us because of who we is and the way we
Right.
walk. Yeah, they'll listen to us, but
And they feel failed when we don't do
I
nothing.
feel
Yeah.
failed too. You know what I mean? 'Cause
Yeah,
I
if
feel
we
like
don't show them the right
ones
way,
that
they
was
do
older
feel
than
like,
me,
damn.
that was having all that money.
You're
put
doing
some
what I'm
money into
doing.
me. I was top 3. Mario will tell you. I was top 3 in the city, homie, with that basketball. You dig what I'm saying?
I never knew
I
you
was-
ball.
Nobody invested.
Mario,
Come on,
Mario
man.
died
We
too
was-
a little bit.
Tell them who taught you how to play.
I'm just saying, we were,
Right,
you know what
right,
I mean,
right.
together. On
talking about
everything
a fight.
together. You know what I mean? I'm talking about we was top in the city, homie, that couldn't nobody mess with us in the ball. You know what I mean? My thing is then I was rapping. I was the hardest thing in Vegas, bro. I
So
was
a lot of
signed to
talent,
rap
a lot of
I was
talent.
signed to Rap A Lot Records, bro, when I was 12 years old. But I didn't have no guidance. Couldn't nobody say, okay, well, leave that alone. That's like mixing oil with water. It ain't gonna work.
Right.
But I had people that was egging me on to do it, thinking that that's gonna give me publicity and da 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 da. That got me 198 years in the penitentiary. You know what I'm saying? So I felt that I was failed because I didn't have no big homies that was going to college and you know what I mean, that was saving money and he didn't gave me a couple pair of shoes to play basketball in because, you know what I mean, because of where we come from.
Right.
You know what I mean? But nobody trying to look out for, you know what I mean?
Right.
And, you know,
Daddy
nowadays.
gave you a gun?
Yeah,
Daddy
Daddy gave me a pistol.
You got a
They
pistol?
gave
Ain't
me
That's
a
something
gun.
we need something to put in work with.
They give you a sack and a pistol, but when it comes to doing something that's going to better your life,
They
you
come
don't
doing some
got,
whole shit.
we didn't have them then, but we
That's
got
the
them
whole-
now.
That's the whole shit.
You know what I mean?
We are them.
Yeah, we got them now.
We
We
are
are
them.
them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because now I'm not going. If I see a youngster balling, I'm able. I'm gonna take him to school and go to his games and hit with some J's and you know what I mean.
For
It's-
sure.
They need that sometimes to where they, even if it ain't their mama or their daddy, as long as they got
Somebody
somebody that's
cares.
behind them
Yeah.
that care about them, that's gonna show them some support. That's all it took for me,
That
bro.
one
If I
kind
had
act
any
might
kind of
change your life,
support,
man.
if I had any kind of support, you know what I mean. I'd have
one.
I'd have went to college like Mario them. I'd have, you know what I mean. I'd excelled in school but I didn't have that.
That
you know
was
what I mean?
definitely the topic today. I really hate
Yeah, I
that we
didn't have
had
that. You know
to
what I mean? I didn't
discuss
have
that because
So,
Man.
when your parents don't know, then they don't know to teach you. Then finally somebody begins to get enlightened, and then we teach ours different.
yeah, we
And that's
teach
where
ours
we are
different.
now.
My whole thing
Yeah.
is I don't want mine or his to go through what we went through.
To
You
get
know what I mean?
here.
We used to have to duck and dodge to get to school to play basketball, hoping we don't get our head blew off. You know what I mean? I don't want my kids to have to do that.
Not
You know what I mean?
at
Come
all.
on, man. You gotta know you can't ride the bus. I'm finna walk you to school. I don't want to have to go through all that. You know what I mean? I want my kid to be secure. You know what I mean? In their education.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because basketball and all that shit come next. Your education come first because
gonna
now,
carry
you know
you
what I
through
mean?
life.
I'm just saying that's gonna carry you through life.
Yeah.
But we didn't have those people telling us that. Yeah, your mama made you go to school because that's just go to school, take you out of school.
Okay,
But
she
what I
was
did
aware
at
of
school,
that
you know what I mean? What I
shit.
did at school, she didn't care. You know what I
Right.
mean? Long as you was up out of that house at 6:30 in the morning, I don't care what you do after that.
So
You know what I
John
mean?
the Fruit
But
Man
you had
is-
some people, parents that did care.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah, for
those
real.
are the ones that excelled, you know what I mean? That after 30-something years, I run back into them.
On Blue Wave Studio.
Yeah, that part though. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That
man.
part. But the first dunks I had came from him. You know what I mean? I wasn't able to wear no dunks. Now I wore them dunks for like 4 years
And for
straight.
some of the parents,
I'm taking these off.
That's still
and
got
never taken away from the parents. You know, they just did with the best
Yeah,
of
but
what they had.
at that
You know what
time, you know what I mean?
And
So,
for what
you know what I
they
mean?
could do.
It's a different,
Yeah.
it's a different time now.
Exactly.
So us as parents, if
Right.
we're able to be there for our kids, we got to be there for our kids.
You got to.
You know what I mean?
We
Because
gotta
now,
start letting our kids know that they have options.
period.
Like growing up, a lot of kids are stuck in a home where there's not too many options. Going to school, we got a lot of mothers who are just single parent, always at work, ain't got time for the extracurricular activities at
I see
school.
that, yeah.
They don't have time to let
Girl, I
our
got
children
3 of
know. So sometimes
So I had to be like, one kid always like, you missed my games. You always say is.
You're
You're
not their only influence. So it's important that we remind our children that there are other options. So won't nobody else give them an option.
Exactly.
Right,
You know what I mean?
exactly.
'Cause
Food
a lot of
for
our
thought right there
kids
for
are
sure.
picking
Yeah.
up on other kids' options that they have and running with it.
Oh.
But as parents, as adults, it doesn't even have to be. I consider us all parents. As an adult, we are all considered parents. Doesn't
Right.
have
It
to
takes
be
a
our
village
five
it takes a
minutes.
village to raise a
But now,
child.
nowadays, if you village try to raise a kid, you going to jail.
Well,
Or,
no, I'm not
or
saying
them
it's,
ignorant
it's,
ass
it's,
parents who don't know no better.
yeah, it's a way. What I
Baby.
mean by it's a way far as just like if I seen him, and I know he, you know, I'm from Rose Garden. His mama whooped my ass, your mama whooped my
That's how
ass.
you used to be able to do
That's
that.
just how we was
Not
able
no
to do
more.
that. But not even just whooping the ass. You know what I mean?
Feed
Don't
you.
feed you. You
Yeah,
can come over and
that
eat,
ain't
get out them
right.
streets. It's
Good
9
stuff.
o'clock. Get your ass out the park. You know what I mean? It was a
Parenting.
village. It was parenting. Everybody was parents to everybody kids. You think I'm saying? We didn't have that. I don't want you over there with that boy. We didn't have that. If you was with him, y'all all together. If he got his ass whooped, all y'all got your ass whooped by Miss Jenkins or we
All
didn't
y'all
care who it
fucking up.
was. You know what I mean? So, but now we don't have everybody with this selfishness and I don't want my kid over there with his kids and she thinks she better than him or she didn't say something at the stove, so I don't want y'all.
Petty shit.
You know what I mean? We separated, we divided like that. You think what I'm saying? So if we are the strongest culture known to man.
You know
You know what I mean? I'm just saying, when everything we do, we the best at it. Anything we do, we the best at it. When we fuck up, we the best at it. You know what I'm saying? When we do good, we the best at it.
Period.
How many 13, 14-year-olds you know run a whole studio?
Man.
After anaphylaxis
I'm
shot.
just saying though, you know what I mean? How many, I'm just saying, whatever we
still
do,
over
we
there
the best
like-
at it. So my whole thing is what I was mentioning about the OGs. If we took us and a couple more cats and we go out and do some community outreach things to these youngsters, they coming anyway. because of who we is and the demeanor that we have, and they coming. But it's when they come, what we gonna give them? You dig what I'm saying?
We gonna give them D-Ray.
I'm just saying we
They
got to
wanna
give
meet
them,
D-Ray.
yeah, we got to
They
give them
wanna
something. We got to
We
give them
ain't
something to
got
go
no
home
time.
to, go home with. You know what I mean? Give them something to think about. Give them,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Show them that.
Something to look forward to.
Yeah, show
Turn
them
that light
that.
on
Okay,
for
yeah,
'em.
it's not all peaches and creams. You know what I mean?
And
It's
you know,
not.
yeah,
It's
because
not.
what?
It's not. It's hard. Life is hard, but it's only as hard as you make it.
Right.
You dig what I'm
Mindset
saying? Life
is
only hard
everything.
as you
I
make it, and
thought
we
life-
made it.
I thought life was hard too.
Yeah.
When a nigga was high.
And you keeping that shit so solid though.
No, for real.
So
I
rough
was
shit
high,
get
I thought
easy
life
for
was
you,
hard
for
as motherfucker. Boy, this shit here.
Cut out some of your old habits and
And it's
replace them
only
with
as
some
hard
better
as we make it.
shit.
You dig what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
So
it's crazy.
my
You
whole
be
thing
in
is.
that drug-induced state, you think you the smartest thing going.
No,
You got
for
that
real,
shit
man.
I'm
never-
saying though,
Never-
you
Man,
mean,
I was having
but a
like
lot of
30
us be in that
years,
drug-induced state, and we're running from some shit.
Man, for real.
You know what I mean? That's the only reason why
Covering
we
up
running.
the
We
reality.
covering up some shit, but then not realizing that's just the real form of an addict. Not realizing that when it wear off, that problem's still there.
Still
Listen,
there.
listen, then you made
You
worse
only
problems.
numb
Yeah,
that
now
time.
yeah. I'm just
Besides
saying.
that, where you
So,
running from?
Yeah,
Right,
now that
so-
addiction gotta go before you can face the
you know,
the
through my
problems.
addiction, you know, I ain't no different than nobody else, but I had a real sense of God, regardless of what I was doing. You know what I mean? Regardless of what I was doing, I knew that it was God, because I know it was God that I was on this side of the gates. Period. You know what I
So
mean? Period.
I know I asked you this before, but I'd be so into it. What was that? Yeah, that moment where you was like,
Well,
"Fuck this," you know what?
It was like
I'm doing this for God, for me. Like
it was like
the turning
everything.
point.
Yeah, everything I touched was fucked up.
Ugh,
Excuse
I
my
hate when it
language,
feel
but
like
yeah,
that. I've
everything
felt
that
like
I
that before.
everything I did. At one point in time, the only thing that I thought came out of me was good was me having my daughter. You dig what I'm saying?
She's so beautiful. I be saying.
Yeah, that's my
Yeah.
baby. So, but it came to a point to where I'm like, I didn't try it my way. My way is keeping
Apparently
me in
that's
prison.
not working.
You know what I mean? It's keeping me in prison. And then I'm seeing everybody that then said, man, I done changed my life. God changed my life. And I used to be like, that's bullshit. Keeping it, excuse my language, but
No, you
I used to say that. Man, God ain't did that for you. You know what I mean? God ain't did that for you. You know what I mean? So I'm like, well, let me try something. Let me try something different. I keep trying it my way. It ain't working. So I'm gonna try this other thing. I'm gonna try doing this good thing. I'm gonna try to putting this dope down and see what that bring. You know what I mean? It took baby steps, but I had to open up to God first before anything else. And once I opened up to God and actually broke down on my knees and just, you know what I mean? Because I lost my daddy. I lost my daughter at 10 months old. First I lost my daddy, and then I lost my daughter at 10 months old. Then I lost my brother. Then I lost my grandmother. All this happened within the form of, you know what I mean, a year. You know what I mean? So I'm like,
Just
I
hit
thought I
after
was
hit after
cursed
hit, yeah.
because everything that I actually had so much love for
Was
passed
taken
on
away
me.
from
You dig what I'm
you.
saying? So it was like I had, you know what I mean? I had nothing else but to turn to God. And I'm gonna see what this God thing about. I'm gonna see if they would. I'm the type that it took a burning bush for me.
Oh,
You know what I mean? You just can't tell. You just can't tell me no anything. You got to show me. You know what I mean? So
No facts.
Yeah, real talk. So
But my
God
hard
showed
head
me.
ass. He
That's
showed
a
me
testimony.
too.
He showed me.
I ain't
He
gonna
showed
lie,
me
he
that-
showed me
that-
You went around the
several
corner?
I'm
times.
him. You know what I mean?
around
He
the
showed me
corner?
that I'm him. You know what I mean? So
And he met a Kiviat.
I had to go through that fiery furnace too.
yeah, you know what I
and
mean?
come
So
out untouched.
untouched. You know what I mean?
Man,
So
that's
when he
Ain't that
showed me
crazy,
that
though?
that he is him,
Man, I'm proud, man. Listen.
I'm all in. You know what I mean? And ever since I actually gave my life over to God, I've been, bro, I'm talking about, I haven't, the things I've accumulated and achieved in a year, I'm 48, bro. It took me a year to accumulate all this that I've accumulated that I would have never thought I'd accumulated.
And
in
Hello,
47
including
25
a wife.
years.
including my wife. You know what I mean? I'm just
Including
saying
your
some
wife.
real life talk. You know what I mean? So it's just that I know that God is real. I know that He'll do it.
And
I
it's
know
never too late. Don't give
it's
up.
never too late. It's never too late. I just feel like it don't matter what you doing or how you doing it. You know what I mean? He know what we do. He know, you know what I mean? But I read in my Bible this morning that he states that if you were chasing your son, if he get out of line, you'll spank his ass.
Oh yeah.
And that's that. Why you don't think that God
Ain't gonna spank you.
ain't gonna spank your ass?
No, for real.
He will spank you.
Yeah, he
You know what I mean?
narcissistic.
Yeah,
Oh my God, does he love you? He's doing
but
it
he don't
because he
spank
loves
you because
you.
he love you. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I'm a whoop my child butt or discipline him because I love him.
Right.
God disciplines us because he loves us. So when I do, and then it's so weird, it's not even weird, it's real. since I've given my life to God, everything that I do wrong, it's immediate. I'm talking about literally like right then and there. And that
You
let
know
me know
why it's
like,
coming
whoa,
to you?
like,
I did
okay,
that.
let me stay in line. Let me
Yeah.
stay in line. You know what I mean? He lets me know. Yeah, he lets me know. So, you know what
You're
I mean?
aware now, though.
Yeah,
You
I'm
know
very
better, you
aware.
do
I'm
better.
very aware. I'm very
Forgive
aware.
us for we know not what we did.
Right,
then,
exactly,
you know?
exactly.
But
So,
now that we know,
yeah, like
we
you
gotta
say,
stay
you
a
know,
little bit
when I
on
was
on
that
it.
child, I thought like a child.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And now that I'm
Put
mature, I
all
had to put
things
my
away.
child's
Yeah.
away, my childish ways away. And my whole thing is I'm really big on our youth, bro. It's like, cause that's us. You know what I mean? That's who gonna take care of us. You know what I mean? That's who, you know what I mean, that we have to pour all our knowledge
And you
and
know
all
what?
our
It-
wisdom
you're
into,
right.
because they're gonna grow up. We're growing older, we're growing out, they're growing in. So why not give them what we got while they're growing in to where
The new
we
leaders
can't,
of the world,
yeah, they're
all
gonna be
that.
able to take care of us. I don't want to give no youngster, hey, here go a sack, here go a burner. He ain't gonna be able to take care of me. Cause you know what that
He
is,
gonna be in
you know what
prison
that's
today.
gonna want to
Another
prison dead.
able-bodied
Prison
king.
dead.
You know what I mean? And I'm
locked
putting his life
away
in
or
danger,
somewhere,
period.
Yeah.
They may not see it
What a
now.
waste.
You know what I mean? And these cats that's calling themselves OGs, this really out there like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
With these youngsters, shame
Yeah.
on y'all,
It's
because God
disgusting.
says
Y'all heard that?
don't
Shame on
steer
y'all.
none of my kids wrong.
But
You
the
know what I
punishment
mean?
is great.
The
boy.
punishment is great. You know what I mean? And they don't
Punishment is
see it, and I'm trying to let them know about it before they have to experience.
I see how passionate you is too, boy.
Man,
No,
I'm
I
so,
love
so
it. I
serious
love
about
it.
it. I'm
I
so
love
serious
it.
I feel
about
it,
it.
man. I
Because-
feel it.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you know,
Shit, I got
especially when you
two
got
boys.
kids. Yeah,
Got my
especially when you
badass
got
nephew.
kids. I want my baby to be able to walk to the stove without having to have somebody walk with us, somebody trying to snatch her. You know what I mean? And I
Straight
know that's
bullets
gonna
and
happen
shit.
in the world anyway. You dig what I'm saying? That's just we can't erase all the evil out of the world. We can't do that.
Just our portion.
My whole thing is I want to do my part.
Man.
You know what I mean? I want to do my part. I want to touch lives of people that I don't even know, but I know that they watching me. God watching. He watching. I don't care who you is, he watching you.
If
You know
he
what I
had
mean?
something for you to do, he called you to do that, you're gonna do it.
You're going to do it regardless if you want to or not.
Because he gonna isolate you and
Yeah,
put you
if you
there to
want
make
to or
you
not,
do it.
period. And that's what he did. He stripped me from everything, bro. He took everything from me.
And you
So I can
do
only
it
depend on
anyways.
him.
I love the way she said that.
You know what I mean?
Anyways,
And that's
you
what he
know?
did. He took everything from me. He put me in the
Boy, he got a
penitentiary.
strong backbone, everything.
Yeah,
man.
he
That's
put
all
me in
we
the
want.
penitentiary. I didn't have nobody sending me no letters, no commissary, no none of that. You know what I mean? I only had time to focus on God.
And to see that he will come through with nobody sending you no
I'm talking
commissary,
about, man.
no none of that.
And I didn't need nothing. I was taken care of. You know what I mean? And at that time, I didn't see it. But now I see that it wasn't nobody but God. You know what I mean? That's why I tell people, don't thank me, thank God.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because he gonna sing you blessings through people, places, and things. And if you pay attention to it, you know what I mean? He may put a person in your life. It's not. You got to look at it
That
as.
part.
You got to look at it as. It's either a lesson or a blessing.
A lesson or a blessing.
Period.
That's
You know what I
it.
mean? That's it.
That's
That's all.
all.
Whoever get put in your life is for a reason.
It's for
You know
a
what I mean?
reason.
It's for a reason.
Look, we got him
What's
himself.
up, what?
We got
Come on,
Boogie.
what?
Man, he got the best sea moss. Y'all get some of that sea moss. I'm
That
serious.
is so dope.
Try the sea moss.
Y'all better start.
Listen, he got it in the listen. He got it on him.
Hey, boy, hey,
You just missed a sermon, boy.
I'm talking about that motherfucking 49er drug.
You missed a sermon,
I
man.
haven't missed nothing.
Oh, you been here?
Nah.
What?
I'm live, man.
Know what the sea moss? Listen.
Period. He always took
Can you
that.
please explain to Kiviet about the benefits and the.
Did you really come in with gift in hand?
Listen, gummies. I've been
Y'all,
watching
I
some
love
gummies.
his life for real.
Thank you.
I actually been watching it on the
Listen, hey, the sea moss. Can you tell her real quick?
Y'all see those gummies?
Real quick, just
Y'all
tell her.
wonder
Come
why I'm
on,
in
right
that gym trying to get
explain to her
healthy,
the
you
benefits
feel
of this. I couldn't do it, but I just know it got my skin feeling good. I'm feeling like
See one?
Boogie.
But I want it back.
Look at the skin, homie, for real.
Hey, he said,
I feel hella young.
And then, you feel me?
right.
It's that real sea moss right
He
there.
look better than I do. My
That's
skin
the
fucked
all
up.
the
I
way
had to
right
get
there,
together.
Mental benefits.
You know what I'm talking about?
I use it for energy, skin. I have bad eczema. Energy, skin, flushing my system. Just the vitamin and minerals alone that we take out of the body, but now we put back in.
Right.
But it does everything.
So what we do? Just take a teaspoon of that, or
I take 2.
I take one every time I eat.
okay,
It's not gonna hurt you. You don't have enough to hurt yourself.
okay.
Can you hurt yourself, homie?
Oh,
Yeah,
that's what I was gonna
anything.
ask too.
Yeah, anything
moderation.
too much. Yeah,
Okay.
anything
Yeah.
too much of anything you hurt
Right,
yourself.
so I would say once in the morning, once at night, and I guarantee you see a different reaction.
How big of a spoon though?
I do a tablespoon.
Table.
But I got this much of it. So
Yeah,
it
yeah.
cost me none. So
Okay.
What about the gummies?
So I gotta
I'm
do
gonna just take 2 a day.
popsicle stick tip.
And you could do that while you're taking the actual the
yeah.
gummies, Bo.
I didn't like it. I was
Why
like
you
a
smiling at me
texture.
like
I
that,
was a
Ma?
gum texture type person, but
It could be
you
like
get used to it.
applesauce.
It's-
Right? Would it be as effective if we were like to put it inside of a smoothie if we don't like to swallow thick
It's
stuff?
the same. It's the same effect because it's going to be in volume. Just like
Okay, because I
anything
know
else.
some
So
things
you
if
can
you break
mix
it
it.
down.
Yeah.
Okay.
With your coffee and all
How many
that.
flavors you got?
Every flavor you can name. If they sell it, I can mix it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Y'all better get you some of this, man.
We definitely gonna try it.
Hey, you got to listen.
Now,
I was
is it
skeptical,
not?
but-
Is it like
Yeah.
should you not take it if it's not a concoction? Should it always be mixed?
No, you should take it whenever. I would say preferably take it before you work out.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, he said.
She's
That
online this
workout
morning.
beat my ass this
She
morning,
online this
y'all.
morning. I can't tell you when to take it now because you already finished the
Yeah,
workout.
Yeah.
Baby,
So
that
before
Stairmaster
you get
lasts
and
the
all that.
longest 10 seconds of my
It's
life.
not a food supplement, but if you eat it, you won't get hungry.
Okay.
Yeah, you won't feel that at all.
But I want to be hungry.
Hungry ass.
Period. I was hungry all day. So I want to disappear, but you right.
I just
Before we
came to
work
drop
out,
this off. I gotta run. I love
You know, I appreciate you, but I'll probably let you
That's
in.
for sure.
y'all gotta get this Shine Sea Moss from your boy,
Yeah, man,
Grand Prize Boogie.
I'm listening to you. I'm like
Into
him. I'm a jealous man too.
Right.
You know? And you have came so far on the journey, man.
Remember,
And,
huh?
I have nothing but the most respect for it because I'm still struggling.
Right.
On the intros of one of my videos, I'm finna drop.
So much.
I have a song called GPK. But I'm a Muslim.
I love it.
I follow Sunnah.
Okay.
I mean, at 4:30, you're gonna see me on
On your prayer
my
room.
Muslim,
Right.
my Muslim, getting it.
Right.
And when I'm my Musella, I'm sorry, when I'm my Musella, I'm thinking about Mussolina when you talking about your wife. And I'm thinking like, oh my gosh, she been out a year, we've been out a year, and look at us.
Right.
Man, we here now. Listen.
Yeah, all right.
And I messed with both of y'all when I first, we all was together.
Don't be
Listen,
married, bro. Proverbs 18:22.
who ain't trying?
Us.
Oh,
You
I'm
are
trying.
married, aren't you? You are married, right?
I've been separated
I'm
for a while,
messy.
but that's the situation ain't going to.
Yes, sir.
I
Yes,
love
sir.
it. It's a,
Mike doing, man. This
no,
saying.
did you hear
He
what he's
married,
saying when
shit.
he's talking
Beacon
about
of
leaving
hope.
that alone?
I hear everything, man. Listen.
And in my video, I'm talking about I'm a Muslim. But when I look in the mirror, bro,
You still see that GPK?
I could have my kufi on, I could have my folded up, I'm whack.
Right,
Talking
right,
about
right, right.
Like a king game.
Right.
You Muslim, Sadiq Amin.
Right, right.
And I'm throwing
Still
myself
having
off.
that battle
Yeah,
with the
battle.
identity.
And when I see my son, it's crazy, bro.
Man.
I want to put this Gerson in him so bad because when I think about these little boys over there, my son on the west side,
Uh-huh.
he at the gym every day.
Right.
When I see him, I gotta let him know that, knock him out. But I gotta teach him what his mama taught him, peace.
Peace.
You know what I'm saying? And it's a struggle, man.
It's definitely a struggle.
Oh, wait.
struggle.
Myself.
That was deep because I had to have the middle,
Listen, I
being a
fight
single
every day.
parent
It's a
with my
struggle.
boys.
Right.
Let
Always,
them know.
it,
I live
it's a
alone.
battle.
Get
I don't
down.
sleep at night.
Yeah, it's a
I
battle.
got Draco.
Right, right.
So she told me, he said, man, I gotta get home before 4. Man, I gotta get home now so I can go to sleep, wake up at 4 and do my prayer. I said,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
All right, man.
Right,
Yeah, I know
right.
what-
Just
See
stay
you later.
What used to help me with my kids is I would always have to
Consistency,
tell them,
though, I
much is
like
given,
it.
much is required.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
You know, so for a lot of our
Spotlight.
kids who have more than some others, you know,
Yeah.
more privileged, you know, more things because there are so many children who are hungry, less fortunate.
Yeah.
So I have to keep reminding my kids for much is given, much is required. And when they get old enough to understand that concept, if you are getting comfortable in your life to make your own choices and decisions, then more things are going to be required from
Yeah.
you. You're going to have to maintain it by the requirements of respect, about wisdom, about knowledge. How much do you want to learn? How much do you want to keep the good of what God has blessed you with?
Yeah.
What are you willing to do to keep it?
And I see what
Are
Mike
you even
is
willing to
different than me.
realize it first?
Well,
Express
yeah,
gratitude
you know,
for the things that you
yeah,
feel like
acknowledge
you're
that
not
you have
fortunate
it.
for having.
Wow.
So let's start there, and then
Right.
you'll get more.
You know?
I have to
And
tell my
that's-
kids that very thing because
Yeah.
I'm not around
Yeah.
Muslims.
Right, right, right.
You around Christians.
Right, right.
So you can walk in the faith.
You're
I'm
exactly-
not around Muslims.
Right.
So when I was in prison, I'm walking
you-
the yard
you're
with a
around,
Muslim
yeah.
for 315 days.
Yeah, exactly.
Now I get out of here, there's nobody off the
Temptation.
Shabbat.
Right,
I go to the when I go to the
mosque.
mosque, and nobody even messing with me.
right, right. Which mosque you go to?
Right here, Jones and Flamingo on Viking.
Okay,
really
okay, yeah.
spiritual people act like that. What do you?
No, it's just like what
What do you
it's-
mean? Ain't
you know,
nobody
and then-
messing with you. I mean, you should welcome
It's something that
your
you
brother
see in
in your
prison.
spiritual
It's
walk.
different when it's so many people faking.
Right,
Man,
exactly.
listen, because it's a
Worried
lot
about
of
being
That's
better
where it's
than
at.
and
That's
stuff,
where it's
yeah.
at.
You know,
because,
go in there,
you
we
know
pick the
what I mean?
Bible up on the way out the door. You leave
Yeah,
it in the
they're
cell.
not living it. You know what I mean? I don't care. You can read the Bible from. I didn't read the Bible. No joke. I didn't read the Bible at least 40, 50 times. The
Who
whole
you telling?
Bible.
That time I get locked
But-
up, I read it.
But I never understood it.
Yeah,
I never understood it until just this past year.
Like, yeah.
So I'm back reading it. You know what I mean? I'm back. I'm up every morning.
I'm gonna
I'm
start
like,
texting you.
I
I got something up in there, man, that you
Yeah.
don't like.
yeah. So I love to read. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I done read over 20,000 books in my life.
20,000?
At least. You know what I mean? At
I say
least.
10.
That's the intellect.
At
That's where
least.
the intellect
So
come from.
my thing.
10,000? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, at least. So my thing is,
I just read a book a
now
day.
when I read things, you know what I mean, I pray before I read it for the understanding of what I'm reading.
Okay.
Whatever it
And
is. Right?
whatever it is, I don't
Yes,
care
sir.
what it
Yes,
is.
sir.
And I get a better understanding about it now. So now, the Bible is my favorite book, bro. I'm talking about all through the day. You know what I mean? Because now I understand
Now
it.
a whole new
I
understanding.
can visualize it now that I'm reading it. It's like I'm back there. I'm there with him. You know what I mean? I may have to read things. It's like a study guide to me. You know what I mean? I read a verse and read it again and read it again and read it again. I won't even flip the page until I understand this page.
That's
You know what I mean?
facts. I'm
So
like that too.
it feeds my soul to know that the stuff that spoke up in the Bible is happening right now.
Right now.
And that's what I say. I'm the burning bush type. So when I see the things that I read from back then, all the way back then to now, and it's happening, oh yeah, I'm with that.
Yeah.
I'm with that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I can learn from that. You know what I mean? So
And
all of
including
this.
these damn grasshoppers.
Yeah, I'm just saying though, it states that in the Bible it's a
Yes,
plague. Y'all. I'm
it's
just
a
saying.
plague. I'm
I'm just
telling you,
saying. You know
people
what I mean?
better
So a lot of
pay attention
people
to
is
a
not
certain
under
extent.
all this war. We've been at war for 20 years.
That's good work.
You know what I mean? And it's just starting to get worse and worse and worse and worse. My whole thing is, I look at the country, United States. We so worried about that war over there when we got a war in our own backyard.
Hello.
You know what I mean? Because it's all about money. It's all about money. You know what I mean? But y'all gonna raise the prices and gas prices and bread prices up on us to fund the war that come on, ain't got nothing to do with us. Y'all just nosy, y'all preaching bullies.
He got that voice, man. I'm telling you, you gonna listen.
So
You
my
listen when he
thing
talk.
is, you know what I mean, I do
Gotta
a
wrap it
lot
up
of
soon, yeah.
I do a lot of research. You know what I mean? I research myself. You know what I mean? I really look down deep inside myself and I do research on myself. Like, okay, if I'm feeling the type of way, I want to know why I'm feeling like that. You know what I mean? I want to know where it come from. I want to know where it stem from. You know what I mean? Because you don't just feel some type of way for nothing.
You don't.
You know what I mean?
That energy is a motherfucker.
I'm just saying, I'm a vibe
It's a
type, energy
motherfucker.
type person. If
Every
I walk
time
into
I
a
try
room
to
and it
go
ain't right,
around my energy, I find
something
myself
ain't
like,
right.
motherfucker.
Yeah, something ain't right. I need to find out why this room
Something ain't
feel.
right.
You know what I mean? And how I find out is I'm gonna leave.
Yes, sir.
Because I'm not gonna stay in a situation to where I'm uncomfortable. Something ain't right.
Why was I
And
there?
then if
Why was
something
I there?
happens,
Why was I there?
I say, see, I
And
knew
you
it was
learn to
something.
listen
You know what I mean?
to
I knew it was
that
something.
intuition
You
the
know what
more
I mean?
mature you
Yeah,
get.
I knew it was something. Rather it was an argument, or she said this, or he said
I was
that.
driving that forward with
Something
now.
wasn't right. So by me getting closer to God, He's given me that ability to
Discernment.
feel energy,
Discernment.
to
That's
know
what it
that
is.
something ain't right. You know what I mean? But
Man,
when we out there and we doing our thing, we don't know that. That's how we get caught up in a bunch of BS.
Because you're
you know
not
what
in
I
the
mean?
now. You were able to
Yeah,
help
but
you
now
yeah.
that I'm on the
That's
outside
my
looking
first
in,
mind.
you know what I mean?
I hate when I
I
follow my
love
first
the
mind.
fact
too.
that I get this feeling about an individual. I get a feeling about a place or people or person or a book or
Yes.
you know what I mean?
Man,
I really pray on that. Just give me the knowledge and wisdom of certain things that I have no knowledge of, so I can pass it on. You know what I mean? I just
Goosebumps right now, man. Listen, man, we can go on forever, but man, we got to get up out of here. We can kill these people time. But man, thank you, both y'all.
Thank you so
Yes,
much.
Kiviet, I'm gonna never forget Kiviet's name because it
Never,
got two
so
B's and
unique.
two
Like
T's.
6:30.
Listen,
And she's a gem. She
man,
has
listen,
a
Mike
gem.
lucky, man.
It
He
shines
found-
within.
It said, man who finds a
y'all
wife finds a
just
good
like,
thing.
for real.
That's in
You
the
can
Bible.
tell she's a gem. I mean,
Man who
You
finds
find
a
a
wife
good wife,
finds a good thing.
he
That's
who
in the Bible.
finds, and he said
and you obtain
he
favor.
who finds a
And you
wife.
obtain favor.
That's the work.
And
Yeah,
big arms.
that's the perk. Yeah, that's
Look
the
at
perk. That's
this.
the
Look at this
benefit.
fool. Did y'all
That's
hear
the
it?
And big
benefit.
arms.
He who finds a wife. So she shouldn't have to find he.
That's right.
He who finds a wife.
I've been looking.
Finds
So what happens when he find her and she shunning?
You got to hit over the head with a
I
club
mean,
and grab
but
to the
if
table.
that's your wife,
That's
you
what
know
you
what
did.
Right,
He hit over the head with the poetry though.
Be
You should've
persistent
seen that.
like
He
you
hit over the
already
head with the poetry. This club was the poetry. For real.
Like I
Boy,
said,
hit her,
But you
man.
know, it
Listen.
was really his heart,
He
his
who
character,
finds a
his
way.
go hard.
You
his
still
ambition.
mad talking to me about that
So much
shit? Yeah.
drive and so much ambition. and
Cause
it's
y'all the
so
he's
big,
up in here.
that's what
Oh, yeah.
attracted me.
I got
it.
like,
She that finds a husband.
oh, well.
Listen, Mike, man, listen. That was beautiful. The
That
whole
was
thing was
awesome.
beautiful, man. Thanks for stopping through too, man. Listen.
Goldie, thanks for putting your life on the line for this shit, y'all. It's Blue
We
Wave.
was, man, we was messing with. Have you ever heard of the Bueno?
Boogie,
What's that?
you the best.
Man, listen.
No.
The boy told us about the candy bar.
Larry.
He keep-
Terry. He at Smith right now. I'm gonna go ball with him. See what he
Terry
on.
damn near
He
killed
said it's
him.
better than Reese Cup. I watched all the way here.
Hey,
Listen.
Did you see the Boogie screw down for
Terry
you today on the
was
line?
a nigga idiot.
Oh, wow. Yeah, little bro. I love your
Fuck
son.
him up.
He was doing the Boogie screw in the car though. I'm like,